Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. In motion, Hill. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Murray now on first down. Steps away. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, 5 receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Connor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Smith, red.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, break.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Black open. Blue strike.
They'll look to throw here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Black shot.
2nd and 11. Out to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on. and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, blue.
He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 56 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Dolphins 10.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready up. Shot 17. Cut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Down. Yo, blue. 6, 7. Hut.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Caught by number 12. Brings
He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 45, Dolphins 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra. In the striker.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now back to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Play fake. Murray. Try to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 1. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Murray now on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To number 13. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Dolphins' 33.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Wide open receiver complete. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Cardinals 66, Dolphins 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Green Jack. Red Michaels.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw